Tonight,
Oh shit, that's not a good spot.
when things go wrong on Bondi
They're gone.
and trouble comes to the tower.
We just heard all this yelling and screaming.
High seas and high stakes.
We just couldn't get him out.
Don't put the gear way too quick out. We've got a few heads in south corner.
Nah, they're gone.
But you're going to have to book it down there.
Two swimmers are caught in a fierce rip as lifeguards sign off. Bacon heads out on the one rescue board that hasn't been packed away. But the rip is taking them around the point and close to rocks.
Alright. Hold on. Oh, you alright? Let's quickly jump on. You jump on, you jump behind her.
They realise, like in dead set, 10 minutes, they're dead. Yeah. It's 10 to 7, they're gone and they're dead.
Paddling through the waves with two patients on board is impossible.
Lie down, quick. You gotta lie down for me.
He's got them both on, he looks alright, looks comfortable, but he might struggle a little bit there.
Bacon may have the two girls on board, but now all three are caught metres from the rocks.
You really gotta cooperate with me. It's heavy.
Oh shit. Oh shit, that's not a good spot.
It's alright, you're alright, you're alright. You're fine, you're fine.
The only option is to try and carry the youngest girl out of danger.
Oh shit.
Kobe wants to help, but getting there is a problem.
You're fine, you're fine.
Shit, is he alright?
Bacon is desperate to avoid another set of waves. Meanwhile, Kobe joins the rescue with Bacon's runaway board.
Hey, come this way.
He's carrying one girl, so she's obviously hurt her leg. And then the board's washed in, so Kobe has grabbed the other girl.
The older girl is safely ashore. Finally, Kobe can help Bacon with the younger victim.
Oh my God, I almost broke my leg. No, you're right.
That was heavy.
Remarkably, the youngest girl is unscathed.
That was gnarly.
Not so her friend.
You want to go to the tower? We'll give you some first aid. You all right?
I got caught in a real bad spot then, and I couldn't do anything. I had two girls on my board, and the wave kind of bowled up around me. I couldn't punch through it, and I just went with it. I couldn't. It really just.
Calling these people.
Then, another beachgoer in trouble. Bondi's lifeguards are meant to be off duty.
He won't get in.
Is he signalling for the boys? You guys are watching that guy who's trying to lay on his surfboard?
Must have go get this guy, Frank. Mate, you're gonna go in, mate. Straight in. Okay? Not a day for learning, okay? It's not a good day to learn out here. Okay. It's dangerous. Just go straight in.
Before Cinta and Chrissy receive first aid, lifeguards administer a lecture.
Two very lucky girls.
Yeah.
You know this?
Yeah.
I don't know if you realise how lucky.
10 minutes later, we're all gone.
I was thinking, I think we need help, and then when we were being bobbed up and down, we saw the lifeguards come and get us, so we were like right on time. Yeah.
Yeah, I could just carry her over the rocks.
Hey?
Like out of a romance movie. He's like, yeah, just go.
While it's been bedlam at Bondi, way up north, Maxi has his own dramas to deal with.
Got Band-Aids? How's that feel? Better? So thanks to Maxi.
Oh, the thing I love about the Earl is just so peaceful down here, you know. It's like, it's not that much doing.
Bondi has been home to people for thousands of years.
I could only imagine the Aboriginals would have thought this was a very special and beautiful place as well. Have a look at it. You've got a kilometre of open water. It's so clear, and there would have been an abundance of fish and marine life.
The first Australians called it Bondi, meaning water tumbling over rocks. It's Australia Day. On one of the biggest days of the year, visiting trainee Tamika pays tribute to those who came before her and celebrates her own Aboriginal heritage.
Before I wave the flag, I would like to acknowledge the Eora people, the original and traditional owners of this land, and pay respect to their elders past and present.
Australians, all let us rejoice, for we are young and free.
On Australia Day, over 30,000 people are expected to zinc up, chill out, and celebrate whatever it means to be an Aussie.
Having a good old Australian barbecue as usual. Australia Day, got to have the snags out and everything like that.
Shrimp on the bar, man.
I can't believe you brought a pool to the pool.
It's a day of frivolity and inevitable mishaps.
Harry's on the jet ski, come in. Go ahead.
Got a severe head gash at the boat ramp.
A boy has slipped on the notorious flat rock. The quickest way to get him to medical assistance is by jet ski. On shore, H and first-year trainee Jake get ready to treat 14-year-old Aaron.
Oh, it's just a little bit of a cut. You might need a couple of stitches, but we'll just clean you up a bit.
The left.
Tilt your head that way for a bit.
Sorry, to the right. Beg your pardon.
Yeah.
Lifeguards need to check if he's suffered more than a gash to his head.
Got a headache or anything, mate? Do you feel dizzy?
Black out?
No, I don't think so.
Send him there with Jake just to make sure, in case you might get a bit dizzy or something. Hang on tight.
What's your name again? Aaron. Aaron. My name's Jake.
Up in the tower, Deano notices something else isn't quite right.
What happened to your skulls? You've been fighting?
No. Where?
No. You've hit that as well.
Oh, yeah.
Nose looks broken. Sure. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I didn't see that. Oh. Did you hit your nose as well?
Yeah.
Were you fighting?
No, I fell over.
Does it hurt?
Not really.
Do you want to go to the hospital, dude?
Mum and Dad get the news.
Robert, I broke my nose and I need stitches. I fell over a rock and I broke my nose and got stitches. Okay, bye.
Like, coming to pick you up?
Yeah.
Feel sick? Dizzy? Sit down, mate. Come, we'll sit on the bed. It might be. Put that on your. Yeah. Put that on your snozzer.
I'm about to dive into the water and then slip on the rock. Yeah. Broke my nose.
Aaron's mate Zach makes it to the tower after scrambling around the rocks. They've been best buddies since kindy.
I got my worried. He got my heart pumping as usual. I just hurt myself. He always hits his toes or like hits his head or something, which is really annoying for me because I get scared if he's like gonna knock himself out or something. And today he hit his head. It finally happened.
It's not yet midday, and Australia Day celebrations are already in full swing. Alcohol is banned on and around Bondi, but the law is difficult to police. Now it's taking its toll. Chapo lends a helping hand to a tourist who was left abandoned on the sand by his mates.
Sorry guys. He's still just gonna get down off his head. I'm walking up the beach.
Fell asleep on the sand, eh?
Yeah, he's still on.
Don't try.
We go there.
Don't
Straight.
I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take your shirt off.
Okay.
And then we're going to tip a bucket of water on your head.
Hell no.
Why not? That'll get all this stuff out of your hair.
Hell no.
Why not?
Hell no. Thank you, guys. And I hope so next time I come to Australia, I will never do this.
Okay.
Okay?
That's good.
Thank you.
For most, it's a day of harmless fun. For a small few, the mix of alcohol and aggression threatens to spoil the party.
A bit of a punch-up down the south end. Want to get the cops down here?
I don't know whether it's just testosterone, but it looks like a bit of a altercation.
You might want to get him down here pretty quick. It's getting out of control. I mean, it's right in the corner near the Red Bull tent. You might want to get him down here pretty quick. It's getting out of control.
Lifeguards move in to try and control the situation.
The young blokes are having an Australia Day barbecue, and I don't know why it happens, but there always seems to be friction.
In no time, there are a score of police.
What an Australia Day. Always trouble at the beach, man. It's the West.
Attention, gentlemen, who do you think you are?
What do you get for yourself, mate? You guys are causing drama down here. Be around that shit. Do you think I feel? I've been hit in the head. What'd you do if I hit you in the head? Dickhead? Huh? Think about it. What the f going on? I'm sitting here, I'm not going home.
What I don't like about this is it takes the attention off the water, and there's lots and lots of people swimming. I wish these people would go and practice kickboxing or something like that to channel this kind of aggressive vibration. Just come to the beach to relax.
One man has been subdued by police with capsicum spray.
Yeah, a day like this, we don't want to let things escalate, because if it does, there's so many people, the crowd, there's 30,000, 40,000 people here, and once something starts, someone else will push someone else, and it could end up in an all-in brawl.
Police finally defuse the situation and give one group a move-on order. It's an eye-opener for visiting trainee Tamika.
2126, brother!
500 kilometres north, fellow trainee Maxi is a world away from Bondi. As part of a trainee exchange program for lifeguards, he's spending 2 weeks at Tamika's home beach, while she spends 2 weeks at Bondi. Bondi, 40,000 people. Diggers Beach, barely 40.
Up here, it's a lot quieter, but you've probably got time to learn things thoroughly.
This season we've had a good sandbank along here all day.
Obviously, you learn a lot at Bondi, and you've got to think quick, and you've got to act quick, and you've got to keep a level head. But up here, you just got a bit more time to go through things, and which, maybe that's what I needed. And maybe when I get back, I'll be more relaxed and take him more down there. Everything's different. Everything's different, and the more different things you do in lifeguarding, the more better of a lifeguard you can be.
While Maxi gains experience up north, Tamika is on a much steeper learning curve.
I might have to go in here, boys. There are 3 in the north corner. Just stand by for a sec.
A swimmer is caught in a strong rip at Bondi's north end.
Send Tamika and Tess. Oh, she hasn't got a two-way. She's 100 down the beach.
In her 6 weeks as a trainee lifeguard, Tamika is yet to conduct her first real rescue. Team leader Deano decides her time has come.
Send her in, Terry. Send her in.
She's stripping off.
Tamika's in.
She's off.
Go, Tamika.
Tamika cleverly uses the power of the rip to help take her out to the swimmer. Terry heads in to supervise.
She'll be pretty excited, pretty nervous. She's got Terry there to sort of talk her through it.
Tamika gets the young man safely on the rescue board, even if it is the wrong way around.
We've been waiting for her to do rescues all week. I've been working closely with her for the last couple of weeks, and yeah, it's exciting to see her going in.
Good job, Tamika.
Yeah, we were starting to go under there for a minute. It was pretty scary, but it felt good at the same time.
I remember when I did my first rescue, so it'd be good for her to reflect on.
You've finally done it.
Yeah.
Tamika has notched up her first rescue. Now Maxi is about to experience a first of his own.
No lifeguard's done this before.
Either make you or break you, mate.
Maxi's learning the delicate art of patrolling a nudist beach.
So if you want, you can have your lunch breaks and stuff up here from now on, Maxi. I'll introduce you to some of the guys.
Feel pretty comfortable, eh?
It's weird your first couple of times, but then you just get used to it.
So
500 kilometres north of Bondi, local lifeguards are introducing Maxi to the bare facts of patrolling a nudist beach.
So Little Diggers is our nude beach, commonly referred to as nudies. You do get a rip out in the corner there, mate.
You surfed nudie before?
Yep. You have to surf nude at nudies. Them's the rules.
Maxi's learning there's a sucker born every minute. Back on Bondi, there's no time for tomfoolery.
This lady's just in front of us, a guy, an elderly bloke.
An old gentleman is falling over up on the pavement.
80-year-old Bob has taken a nasty fall.
Crazy man, I just think it's so bloody mad with myself.
That's all right.
Bacon and Kerbox administer some TLC.
Where were you on your way to?
Going to Circular Quay, and I better be there too. You got something on?
Hey, you go all right, don't you?
Nothing serious.
You should come down and talk to some of us boys where you struggle.
Oh, I can give you a few clues.
You heard a couple of tips.
First thing is learn to speak Italian.
Late for his date, Bob puts in a call to his lady friend.
Okay then, these guys are very good. They're looking after me. Okay, fine. Oh, she said don't come.
You've had a head knock, you know, and you're silly. Better off just going and taking it easy.
Yeah, she's right.
All right? Yeah. Now, how do I get this back? I hope we didn't wreck your day. You're still going to be able to meet up with her?
Oh, tomorrow. I'm seeing her tomorrow.
Perfect.
What a bloody idiot.
Is this your one?
After 22 city to serve. There's no girls around here, is there? Somebody said, Bob, why do you put yourself through all that agony of doing 22 city to serve? I said, where else can you chase a little bit of tail for 14 Ks without being arrested?
No worries. Bob.
Thank you.
See you later, Bob.
Thanks very much.
Even at 80, love stops no man.
The poor bugger is on his way to have a date with a lovely lady, and yeah, I think he was a bit annoyed at himself, but you know, accidents happen. And, yeah, he was lovely, wasn't he?
Yeah, unreal.
6:30 p.m. After an 8-hour shift in the punishing sun, it's pack-up time.
Attention all swimmers, one more time, guys. Lifeguard service is finishing in about 15 minutes. I recommend that you get out of the water now. If you must swim, stay close to shore as possible and make sure your feet are on the sandbank at all times. If you're not a strong swimmer, please get out of the water now. Thank you very much.
Yeah, this is probably my favourite part of the day. It's always relaxing to get out of the tower, and it's a good feeling just pulling in all the stuff, you know, another successful day. And yeah, it's always a good way to clear your head at the end of a day. I think it's definitely my favourite part of the day.
Bondi is a place where people can find a moment of peace. But not everyone comes to the beach for the right reasons.
We were just sitting here watching the water, and then we just heard all this yelling and screaming.
Got an angry man outside.
What is it? And then we saw a local surfer actually getting, not chased by this guy, but the guy was coming towards him quite fast. This guy was walking backwards quite fast as well.
What's the water? Jump in. Come in.
I just slammed the door, which has an automatic lock, so he was locked out. Patient was safe, the danger was outside, and then we can call the police and move on. Hi Sharon, my name's Clint, calling from the Bondi Lifeguards. How are you? Just had a couple people being threatened.
Local surfer Steve had never seen the man until just a few moments ago.
I was just walking up the beach and this guy was swearing at me and just tried to mind my own business, walk past him, and he kept swearing, so I just said, good on ya, and then he just chased me up the beach.
For us down here, we see a lot of really interesting characters. More times than not, they go as quick as they come. This guy was clearly affected by either drugs and or alcohol, and he was just in a rage. Yeah, I just want to go down and speak to the police, because it's not really good having a guy like that down the beach, and you know, we've got a job to do watching the water, and we don't want it to snowball to taking our resources off doing our job. Hi, you guys. Hello. What's the story?
As police monitor the man, Steve explains the unprovoked attack.
About halfway down the prom towards there, he got up to me, so I turned at him and I considered for a second putting the board down. I went, no, just get back to safety. Okay. And then I backed off. And as he's got real close to me, he's lunged and kicked me and I just fended it. And then they had the door open and they said, quick, get in, and I just pulled straight in.
Despite the presence of police, the man tries to confront Steve again.
I'm gonna go before he gets up here because he'll lose his shit again.
This time, a welcoming party awaits his arrival.
Hey, Dave, this is what they do all the time. See how it goes, right? Hey. This they go, Louis. Hey. Go on then. Go on, do it. Go on, just get alive. Hey. Sweet fucking Dave.
These situations are always quite a bummer, you know, because this guy clearly wasn't himself. I don't know how he got to the stage he was at, but looking at him, he was just someone who needed a lot of help. So hopefully, as bad as this situation is, he can get help from it and he can clean himself up and come back down the beach one day and enjoy it for what it is, not cause any drama.
The man was charged at Bondi Police Station and is scheduled to appear in court.
Just another normal day at Bondi.
As well as being a place to swim and play, Bondi is a popular showground for beautiful bodies.
We love Bondi!
The main stage for bodybuilders is Bondi's outdoor gym. Here, rippling muscle men and women perform in front of a parade of strangers. Today, there's a new kid on the block.
My name is Muchi. So the outdoor gym Bondi, the atmosphere in here very active. Everyone is very conscious about their health and fitness, so they work out a lot. So I get motivated when I come here, and it has a beautiful view when you work out.
But this gym junkie has a different kind of routine.
Just do some, static pole moves, just like playing around with the stuff that I have learned throughout my pole journey, so just have fun with it.
24-year-old pole dancing instructor Muchi has a range of moves never seen before at Bondi's outdoor gym.
I wear a pair of, thong, G-string in between. It's just my choice of pole wear. The more skin exposure, the easier you can pick on the pole. why not enjoy working out and the view at the same time?
While some visitors come to Bondi to strip off, others come fully dressed in superhero costumes.
My name is Spider-Man.
Tell me what Spider-Man is doing at Bondi Beach.
I'm trying to look for Green Goblin.
And what made you think that Green Goblin would be here?
He said he'll meet me here. It's over there. Green Goblin. It must be. It's gotta be.
No, it's not him. Perhaps this superhero can get help from a local hero.
Excuse me. Okay. Right, what are you doing? Get the out of me. You know where Green Goblin is? Nah, man. Is he down here? Yeah, he said he'll meet me here. Go and check down there. Okay. Yeah, good luck, Reg. He gave me a little bit of fright, but mate, I was just in my own zone then, heavily, eh? That doesn't surprise me. I've seen, you know, it's just a walk in the park down here. At least he's got his clothes on.
Late afternoon, and an incident is unfolding on the shoreline. Volunteer lifesavers signal the tower for assistance.
One of the patrol members in the red and yellow started waving their hand, so Hoppo and Tyson ran down, and looks like they've taken over the situation.
Just moments earlier, 17-year-old Huey was diving under waves.
Saw a man waving his hand, so we all ran over, and he just wasn't moving. He said he'd dived into a sandbank and went head first. He was in a lot of pain.
Diving in shallow water is one of the major causes of serious spinal injuries in Australia.
Once you roll in, just whack it up underneath.
When we got there, we realised that he had pain just below his neck, sort of between his shoulder blades, and so we treated it as a spinal.
For 24-year-old new recruit Tyson, this is a rare chance to work alongside his boss, Hoppo.
All right, it's all on Tyson's call. That's it. So I'm going to go on 3, all right?
Right,
1, 2, 3, roll.
Could be possibly a suspected spinal. I took control of the head with the manual inline support.
The same for you again. All right, guys, on the way back. So roll nice and easily.
You need to keep them as still as possible, and we were telling him not to move anything, just speak to us when you're answering the questions, because any movement, if it is fractured, it could be like a fractured bone that's like a razor blade, and any wrong movement could then slice the cord, and he could end up a paraplegic or a quadriplegic, very, very easily.
So Hop's going to come around now with the therapy oxygen. I just stayed on the head, and I felt really comfortable, just having control of that. Get you breathing a lot better, and you'll start feeling a lot better as well with that. Try to relax the whole body and just not move at all. It's the best way.
Huey came to the beach alone before meeting 2 British travellers, Brandon and Lewis.
He's jumped in and the wave's gone over him, straight into the sand,
It's hard to judge like a day like today as well.
When the paramedics came down, Tyson was in control. They realised that he had the skill, which was good to see.
We've had a bit of an accident today.
Yeah.
I think these guys have done an amazing job. We're going to keep you nice and stable here. We will just pop a collar on you.
Huey's family are notified about the incident.
It is pretty bad.
Yeah?
I literally just met him. We get in position now. So 1, 2, 3, lift. That's it.
I've got to give Tyson a rap. He was very good. I was overseeing it all, but he took the head. He never let go of that. It was all in his call when we were rolling the patient. It was, very well done.
Obviously, in that situation, he urgently needed help, and just tried my best and just tried to give my all.
Right, take care of yourself.
After undergoing scans in hospital, Huey was released with a clean bill of health. New recruit Andy has been a lifeguard for over 25 years, but this is his first season at Bondi.
Just got guys on my plate.
Mainly, I think we just need to look out for those weak swimmers as the tide turns, especially when the sets come in and we start getting those little flash rips off the back of the bank. We try and encourage people to actually stand on the sandbank and keep their feet on the sand at all times. I think I can see a wave, hand waving out there though. Hang on a sec.
There's a girl with his hand up, middle of the flags, out the back. Two in, like midway. Yeah, long hair. Yeah, a girl on the right, he's waving. Yes.
Central to Canada's flag, hands up in the middle.
Yeah, got him.
He's done.
Volunteer lifesavers rescued 2 swimmers near the shore as Andy heads for 2 others caught in the impact zone.
Move. I could see a set was coming and I could see she was very distressed. She'd just been hit by the wave and she'd just gone under the water. Okay, come on, grab the board. You're right, sweetheart. Settle. You're all good. You're all right. You're all right. We'll get some oxygen. We'll get you up to the ATV, all right? Ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Most people do panic, and that's when they tend to swallow water when they get distressed. Thanks. You're all right. How are you feeling now? How much water did you swallow? A lot?
A lot. Like a lot of mouthfuls, like couldn't breathe, so it was really bad.
All right, we'll get you some oxygen on, all right?
14-year-old Chloe is from Sydney's inner west. The Oxyviver will increase oxygen saturation levels in her blood.
Chuck this on for me, all right? There you go. Just take some big deep breaths, all right? We had our eyes on you, and then I thought, oh, we've got to go in here and get you.
Yeah. We were just swimming between the flags. The current just kind of pushed me to the left a bit. There were big waves coming, so I tried to come up to breathe, and I swallowed a lot of water.
Jake, she's had some therapy. She should be fine. You all right? Yeah.
Thank you for that.
That's all right, don't worry.
If he didn't come and save me, I probably would have been way out there. So, stay between the flags.
This season, the lifeguard roster is divided into 5 separate groups known as pods. An unexpected rivalry has developed between the pods.
There's been a lot of trash talk throughout the season.
Lately, things have started to get downright tribal. So, the pods are racing to see who has the fastest team.
Yeah, I'm frothing. I think we've got a pretty strong team.
To make things interesting, Bondi lifeguard Joel has invited along his brother Matt Bevilacqua.
I'm really keen to see how the lifeguards go. You know, there's so much skills there.
5 of Australia's top Ironmen and women will join a lifeguard team and compete in the race.
So the 5 teams are Mouse's pod.
Mouse's team take Matt Bevilacqua. Jake's team pick up TJ Hendy. Chapo's team have Ali Day. In Harry's team, Lana Rogers. The casuals have Jordan Mercer. Jake's pod are race favourites.
Got to be in it to win it.
The favourites for the wooden spoon, that's Chapo's pod.
If you're watching the Melbourne Cup, we'll be 100 to 1. 100 to 1.
And 100 to 1s do come in.
I actually looked around and said to the boys, where's the rest of the team? They said, nah, this is it.
So what we're doing is we're starting with a run, then we're going into a swim leg, a board leg, followed by another swim leg, a cool light leg, and then we're going to bring it home with a run. Ready, set, go!
Jethro's stumble at the start allows Tyson to take an early lead for Mouse's team.
Where's that
Tyson. It's Tyson.
But it's short-lived as Max puts Team Jake in front. The casuals move into second.
Casey's gone.
Come on, tag your swimmers down through on the water's edge here. Hit the tag.
The swim leg kicks off, with Wally hitting the water first for Team Jake. Though Wally must hold off Iron Woman Lana Rogers and Iron Man Matt Bevilacqua.
It's a really tricky surf. We might get behind, but we have to be resilient and keep fighting no matter what.
Chapo's team unleashed their trump card, reigning Nutrigrain Ironman champion Ali Day.
Coming back, hopefully.
But after the run leg, he's starting more than 50 metres behind the pack.
But Ali's at the back, he's got a bit of work to do.
It's over there, dude. Told you it's tough.
After the run leg, Chapo's long shots are right where everyone expected, at the back.
He's better than the other boys.
As the swimmers round the buoy,
I think we're in the lead.
Wally leads for Team Jake.
Wally's got big, long, gangly arms, so...
But Matt Bevilacqua has closed the gap, putting Team Mouse into second.
That's Bevilacqua. We're going to come down to the catching waves in. Yeah. It's whoever holds the wave the longest.
As all 5 competitors make their way through the surf, Ali Day has not only closed the gap for Team Chapo, but now catches a wave.
You're back, you're a winner. He's coming back.
Showing incredible determination, he moves Team Chapo into a neck-and-neck battle for first place.
Ali Day from the back.
From the back, Ali's come up.
In the board leg, Jake deploys TJ Hendy against Gongs for Team Chapo.
Oh, look at the gods. They're gods.
Oh, you're on, Chapo.
Iron Woman Jordan Mercer goes off in 3rd place for the casuals.
Advice for the team, never give up, and it is not over until you cross the finish line.
And Jacko in 4th for Mouse's team.
Jacko's got some Queensland titles, he reckons. I don't know, we'll have to check in with his parents about this one.
TJ first.
Rounding the marker, TJ looks unstoppable.
It's TJ, Jacko. Looks like Jordan Mercer.
Now he needs a wave.
The surf is thumping onto a shallow sandbank. The first victim is Gonz.
Oi, Gonz!
Then Jordan Mercer. Finally, Jacko. Making it through unscathed, Ironman TJ Hendy puts the race favourites, Team Jake, even further ahead. Chapo's team struggle in last place.
The gods! Hey! He held on!
In the second swim leg, determined Captain Jake extends his team's lead.
If you're not close, you're last on. Yeah, mate.
But there are still 2 legs left, and one is the Coolite.
Beauty, this is the most challenging leg, isn't it? The Coolite.
Coolites are foam surfboards made in the 1970s. Just balancing on one is an art form.
You just got to put your head down on those things and go. They're the worst things in the world to paddle. The race is won and lost on the Coolites, in my opinion.
Breaking through the relentless surf on Coolites is near impossible. Suddenly, the field evens out.
This is anyone's. Sloppy's just punching through. He's got 2 more waves to get through, and I reckon he'll be in the lead.
Rounding the buoy, Jake's team drop back to 3rd. Thaddy takes Team Mouse into 2nd. And Lockie puts the casuals into the lead.
Go, buddy! Jake!
But it only takes one wave to change everything.
Here it is. You could all go pear-shaped again with the Coolite.
Oh, go! Go! Yes! Yes! There's a wave! There's a wave! Yeah, where? What happened? He's on off it. But he's on the next one.
A dark horse appears from the side.
Who was that? I can't tell.
I think that's Chapo.
I think that's Chapo. That's Chapo. Is it Chapo? Chapo! Chapo just pulled one.
Team Chapo started the race as long shots.
Chapo just went in last and come out first.
Will's running. The Rhino's on the run.
Oh, Will!
Now, the final leg rests with Big Will, a.k.a. the Rhino.
Why is it rolling forward, mate?
Oh, it's not over yet.
Waiting in the wings is soft sand specialist Eddie.
Oh, yeah, you can catch him.
It's always funny watching me run full bore. I'm not majestic. I was just afraid one of them little Whippet looking bastards was going to catch me. Oh, Will's just got to bring it home.
As the ground turns to quicksand beneath Will's legs.
Oh, he's hitting the wall, he's hitting the wall. Look at Eddie coming home.
Eddie closes the gap.
Willie!
But can't catch Will, who delivers victory to Chapo's 100-1 underdogs.
Ali's a champion and, you know, he did 2 legs for us, which helped a lot. You know, obviously the racing we do is so different to that, and just being around, being in a team with those boys. We were 100-1 at the start. It's been such an enjoyable race, and yeah, just pumped. So fun.
Mouse's team finished second. The Casuals take third. Harry's team creeps into fourth, and race favourites Team Jake take home the wooden spoon.
We were up there for most of the race, and then we just sort of got unlucky in the last leg, which is unfortunate, but that's just how racing goes, mate. Let's have beers!
On the lazy, hazy days of summer, life runs at slow motion. Days can pass without a rescue. But the boys in blue have more than one stretch of sand to patrol. Just a kilometre south is Tamarama. Known as Glamorama, it's a beautiful beach teeming with beautiful people. But Tamarama has a split personality. It can change from sun trap to death trap.
Look, Tamarama's the most dangerous beach in Australia. You come down there and the rips are very treacherous.
Tamarama bristles with a notorious set of rocks called the Twins. Big swells and strong rips drive surfers towards them. Once caught in their grip, it's hard to escape.
This guy's screwed. Most surfers that live in the area have had a bad experience here. It doesn't matter if you're an exceptionally good surfer, pro surfer. Once you come close to these rocks, you're in trouble. Local surfer Ricky Scott, he's seen a guy drown here.
We tried to help him, but it was so rough and so treacherous. He wasn't an ocean person, and, we basically watched him die. While we were communicating with him, he panicked and he went under and he died in front of us. You can't take it for granted in here. We watched a guy die here. It's treacherous, and no one wants to get stuck in here.
Patrolling the treacherous Twins requires specialist training. Today, Bacon and new trainee Jesse learn the ropes.
If you do it wrong, you're going to die. So, just going to be smart about it and, do it that way.
Surfers have drowned here in the rocks. There's so many little nooks and crannies that people can get caught in and get their leg ropes caught around and all sorts of situations. So there's not much room for error in there.
Neither have performed a rescue here before.
From growing up surfing, you can never, ever beat the rocks.
Yeah, boys, today we're going to do a few mock rescues with using the dummy in here around this rock area. The best thing to do is jump in and get the tube around him as quick as you can.
Bacon and Jesse must retrieve a life-size dummy. The fastest way in is also the most dangerous. Timing is critical. Bacon must stop the dummy from being driven into the Twins. Jesse backs up with the rescue tube.
Ready, go!
Waves push one way, backwash pushes the other. The young lifeguards struggle to keep the dummy away from the Twins.
Yeah, it's as much as you're panicking in there, you're just going to make sure you do it right the first time.
Otherwise you'll end up in all sorts.
If they hit their head on a rock and they go unconscious, you're not going to be able to do anything with it. You're just going to be a dead weight.
The next challenge is to attach the rescue tube.
Wait.
Finally, they secure it.
Go! That was sweet, that.
The hard work isn't over. They must get a safe distance from the cliffs, then drag the dead weight 500 metres to the beach. Doing it for real will be far more difficult.
They had the right plan to get out just far enough. That way you can get the patient's head out into some flatter water and you're not going to cop so many waves. So.
For sure, and it's good, you know, you can talk about this all day long and get up here and show them the ropes and this and that, but until they get in the water and actually do it, then you don't realise what it's all about.
But the real test might come sooner than expected.
The severe storm is still on the move and it's threatening to cause more damage.
A new cyclonic swell charges in from the north.
Yeah, we've got a big, strong nor'east swell pushing into the rocks here at Tamarama.
It's the biggest surf of the summer. The beach is closed to swimmers. For surfers, it's open season. But some misjudge the power of the ocean.
We've had a few people sort of getting washed over towards the Twins, and some have been lucky enough to get a break and get out or get washed to Bronny, and others have been able to stand up.
The tide and swell have become even more treacherous. A young surfer is swept closer towards the notorious Twins.
This bloke's got some duck diving to do.
The most dangerous option is to head for the rocks and attempt to climb out. That's exactly what the surfer decides to do. Whippet bolts from the tower. Then, yet another wave hits. The surfer is sucked into the Twins.
Harry's here, maybe head to Tama, back them up, please.
In the churning water, a jet ski or rescue board would be useless. Whippet scrambles over the rocks with a rescue tube.
Tama to Bronny, we've got one right on the rocks. Yeah, copy that, Whip. Cameron's going to run up onto the cliff now.
The young surfer is trapped in the jaws of the Twins. He's rapidly losing strength. Whippet arrives after a barefoot scramble on barnacles and rocks. It's impossible to swim back out to safety. They must climb out before more waves hit. "17-year-old Reidy is lucky to be alive."
The bloke got up the rocks over there, but it won't be the last. The Arvo will be full on. We'll be doing lots of rescues around there. Won't stop.
I was freaking out for a bit when I saw that I was getting carried to the rocks, but then I kind of just realised there's nothing, like freaking out wouldn't help me in any way whatsoever. So I just kind of relaxed and really thought about what I had to do. So I was trying to get myself out. I was holding myself up with the rocks, and I was kind of like, this isn't really happening. I was kind of squished between two rocks, and I was holding myself there for a bit, and then Whippet kind of popped up out of nowhere, and he's just like, all right, I'll help you out of there, carried me out.
We've had a few people a few close calls, and luckily we got him up the rocks without too much damage, and his board's in one piece and his feet are in one piece, so I guess you can get back out there if you want.
I don't know, I might just head around to Bondi.
Yeah, probably a little bit safer around there today.
Reidy licks his wounds and retreats. Not that Bondi is without its dangers. Lifeguards respond to a reported surfing injury.
One of the guys from the circles run up here. Somebody said there's a pretty deep leg cut.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one.
You're going to need to go to hospital.
Yeah, I know.
So we might call an ambulance for you. It's probably the best thing.
French tourist Matteo is the victim of a fin chop. Matteo's razor-sharp fins slice deep into his thigh. All lifeguards can do is dress the wound and stem the bleeding.
He didn't hit any arteries or anything, which is lucky.
Lifeguards check for nerve damage.
Can you move your toes for us? Just try and move. You can move your toes and everything. All right.
It's a major wound. Luke must monitor pain, shock and blood loss before paramedics arrive.
Rhino, how's it all going there? You need an ambo or anything?
20, 30 times a day, easy. You see near collisions, like you're watching it, and it just makes you cringe.
That's pain there, mate. Is it pretty bad?
Yeah.
We can give you some pain relief, like the green whistle.
Yeah.
The powerful analgesic should provide quick relief.
Yeah, in times of need, when people in some serious pain, it really helps them out before the ambos get here. If you just breathe normally and just breathe through that.
The green whistle soon weaves its magic.
Take two.
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Penthrox.
It looks like enjoy with a...
Matteo will require external and internal stitches. His escapades at Bondi will leave a lifetime scar. Back at Tamarama, the cyclonic swell still plays havoc. Lifeguards have their hands full across both beaches.
Central to jet ski, get to Tama immediately.
Beardy directs surfers away from the twins.
Hey, go that way, paddle.
It's too treacherous to use the jet ski for rescues.
Don and I can't get in that close.
You'll be looking at a big crowd of surfers out there after work. Everyone wants to get wet. It's summer. The arvo will be full on.
Like at this point of the tide, the ski's useless. It sucks up too much, and the reef's exposed.
Copy that, jet ski. Come back to Bondi.
Without the jet ski, Bacon and Whippet must patrol Tamarama and the twins on their own.
It's too dangerous for the ski in there today. At the moment, there's a lot of sand on the point, and so it's really sort of dumping, right onto the rocks.
Yeah, to that surfer that lost his surfboard, just swim in, mate. If you can't swim, you shouldn't be out there surfing. So just swim straight into the beach.
Yeah, the calibers of surfer down here in Tamarama. One day we might have Kelly Slater out here surfing, and the next day we've got the total opposite. As you can see, this guy, he can't even swim, so he was out surfing.
Straight in, don't try and fight the rip.
Seconds later, yet another surfer is pushed precariously close to the twins. Bacon is poised to put his training into effect.
We just had about 20 surfers almost get caught up, so I'm rock solid and ready to go.
Just meters from the twins, the novice surfer is in mortal danger. It's the rescue Bacon's trained hard to perform. Whippet backs up. The surfer desperately tries to escape the cliffs. He makes no headway against the waves. The surfer is too weak to dive under the waves. Whippet gets as far as he can on the rocks, then takes the plunge. Bacon and Whippet must secure the rescue tube. The twins are just meters away. Finally, it's on. Now the task is to drag the surfer to safety in deeper water. Then 500 metres to the beach.
was sort of, I guess, what we've been predicting is going to happen all day. You just get a beginner surfer who comes across. We were actually running around for a guy who was like 2 waves in front of him, and then he was the same guy we sort of spotted before in a bit of, he kind of snuck out and then he got cleaned up, and he just, once he got in here, it was too heavy. It was just so much water moving. It's real shallow. We just couldn't get him out, so we had to swim to Bronny.
French expat Philippe was seconds away from becoming a victim of the twins.
I don't really know what happened. Just happened really fast. Started losing my breath and then starting to hit the rocks and panicked a bit and just got lucky. So this guy thought he was just a swimmer. He told me, "You're all right, mate."
It was real like washy in there. Like we were getting pushed to the bottom, like then getting popped straight back up, washed back forward. Even like when I had a hold of him, like I was never going to let go of him. But it was really like tough trying to keep a hold of him. He's trying to get ripped from my arms.
You all right, buddy?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
You're good? Where are you from?
France.
France. First time at Tamarama?
I was here yesterday. It was easy yesterday. I don't know what happened today.
Oh, yeah, the swell got about 3 times the size.
Yeah.
Finally got to do a good rescue in there. And, yeah, I was stoked.
The swell drops, and the lazy, hazy days return. But lifeguards deal with a different kind of madness.
Got these 3 guys down here, rigs on, they're blind drunk, they're just getting moved, you might want to have to pull them up.
Wrap it up. Put some goddamn pants on. Seriously. You're embarrassing yourself, your friends and your family. If you don't put your pants on, you're going to have to get off the beach.
Alcohol is banned on Bondi. So is nudity.
Harpy's just gone up for the second time to tell these guys. They're going to do a dance for Deano.
I wouldn't be laughing, eh? I'd be quite ashamed of myself. He might have lost his pants in a dance-off. And now he's come home with a skirt. Look at him. I think he likes it.
Naked, fueled-up Irishmen who like to do headstands and tutus. I've never seen anything like it.
There's definitely a time and a place for nudity, and it's not down the beach at 12 o'clock on a Sunday, so...
But the Irish shenanigans aren't over yet. They've devised a brand new show. Move over river dance. This is liver dance.
If you're ever going to come and act like an absolute kook, this is the place to do it. Yeah, look, the human pyramid's coming up.
Hey, one more human pyramid. Human pyramid.
I know. Wait, keep it steady. I have it. Hold. I have it.
Idiot. I'm working with amateurs.
Just a regular day in a Bondi summer.
Not trying to put some pants on.
Yeah, we're yelling at him, put some pants on. Hey, put some pants on.
2-2 man's got to put his pants on.
That's why we come every day. We turn up every day just for the chance
of seeing someone like that.
Put some pants on.
But the performance isn't quite over yet.
Jesus to a child. Oh, you seen George Moiga in the I don't know anything. He's fake.
Days later, French surfer Philippe has recovered from his near-death experience. He's come bearing gifts.
I don't
if you remember me. I got rescued here on Wednesday. Still alive. Anyway, I'm not sure where's the guy who saved me. There were a couple of them, but I just wanted to bring them a bottle of wine.
They would appreciate that for sure.
On a nor'east swell, you know how you were pushed up onto the rocks? Instead of trying to come back to Tamarama Beach and fight it, go straight to Bronte.
I try to learn a bit more about the rape now. I just went to this strip course. But long way to go.
That's one of the most dangerous places to be in the whole of Australia, where you were.
Yeah, I realized I was in a pretty bad spot and something was going to happen to me.
Years ago, a boogie boarder went in there and they didn't even ever find the body. Like it's not like a scary like lifeguard tale. It's a true story.